For thousands of years, Ojibwe people have harvested wild rice. Today, as they did generations ago, those traditions of gathering and processing the food are being passed down. Newswatch 12's Nick Van Zyl went to 2 local reservations to see what this time of year means to them.
Well, it's that time of the year where, for generations, thousands of years, our ancestors have went out and gathered Manoomin.
Part of the prophecy was that wherever there's food that grows on water, this is where the Anishinaabe, the people would live. They would make their homes for the rest of their life.
There are 11 bands of Lake Superior Ojibwe that have been sustained in part thanks to Manoomin, or wild rice.
And that was one of the things that we were close to. It was part of who we are as Anishinaabe Ojibwe people.
This time of year, when foggy, cool mornings give way to sunny afternoon skies, the ancient wild rice beds of Michigan, Minnesota, and northern Wisconsin attract Ojibwe people to harvest Manoomin.
We were migrating in seasonal events and activities. This happens to be the late summer, early fall of our wild rice picking time, which we call Manoomin.
People work in pairs to harvest rice, with one pushing the canoe and the other using handmade cedar rods or knockers to make the rice fall off the plant.
At the longest, maybe 36 inches for the rice knockers. The push-pulls, they vary from person to person.
In Lac du Flambeau, tribal elders teach youth to make tools used in harvesting and processing wild rice.
Today we're doing the wild rice knockers so that they have a hands-on experience with that. Then we're also doing the birch bark baskets, which is part of the processing of the wild rice, the winnowing.
Raw materials are gathered to make knockers and baskets.
Right now we're trying to teach the ones that might not have a parent or auntie or uncle that can take them out. You're not just gathered for your family, you're gathered for your community.
While shaping the cedar and birch bark, elders take time to teach other lessons.
Our teachings tell us that everything has a spirit. And when we go out there and harvest in a good way, that Manoomin, that spirit is watching us and listening to us.
Offering tobacco or a sema before going onto the lake thanks those spirits for the sustaining harvest.
When we live next to these environmentally sensitive areas, we have that responsibility to take care of it. And so that's kind of what we're doing. That's why we follow our tradition and our culture.
When I'm long gone, I'm hoping that these young ones here will be doing the same thing, 40, 50 years from now.
Reporting in the Northwoods, Nick Van Zyl, Newswatch 12.